Hi, I'm Miro Kaz.
I'm the real Tom Rose.
And you're watching the MBA show bonus content.
Bonus content!
We have joining us today from our main show, the world's expert on MBA admissions. Stacy Blackman is here from stacyblackman.com. Stacy, can you hear us on the satellite feed?
I can hear you.
Excellent. Well, thanks for sticking around. So you run MBA admissions. What kind of work do you do with students to help them get into the MBA program?
Well, I mean, technically we're helping clients with every aspect of their MBA application process except for the GMAT. So, we'll consult with them on recommendations, we help them on their essays, we'll look at their resume, anything. We'll, talk to them about information sessions. But I think at the core of that is, really getting to know our clients and just helping them pull out the best material for their applications.
And you mentioned before on the show that 50%, or roughly 50% of people are using MBA admissions consultants at the top schools. So it's almost starting to feel to me like a competitive necessity that you use something like that. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say necessity because a lot of people can go it alone, or they might have friends or other resources that they can rely on. I think that everyone should get that gut check. Everyone should have other people kind of weighing in. And why not have an expert? So
Right.
I mean, so for Tom, did you use an admissions consultant?
I did not use an admissions consultant. I was basically unaware that that was an option.
Yeah. So I had someone proofread my essays, and it was someone who was actually an editor and a proofreader. I guess you have a proofreading service is one of the things that you offer. Is that right?
we do, yeah.
Yeah.
So are you going to write my essays for me?
No, absolutely not. And that's something that we get asked all the time. And, the thing is that, first of all, we don't want to do that. It's just not something we want to do. Second of all, it is completely unethical. And third of all, I really don't think it could possibly benefit an applicant, because how could we possibly write a really compelling application for someone else?
That's funny. All of these applications sound like they were written by one person.
Yeah.
Everyone starts to have the same background. It's like all of those white mid-20s consultants already look the same.
Yeah,
let alone if their applications were actually written by the same person.
Right.
Exactly.
So, what you're saying is one of the things that we hear a lot, which is, it's all about telling who you are. Let yourself shine through. Is that true?
It is so true. It is so true. And I know it sounds really cliched and like BS, but it's really, really true.
But I mean, I remember this. Like, I was the same age as everyone else applying. I worked at a large consulting firm with everyone else. I was like, I am the same as everyone else.
Okay, but here's the thing. Your age and working at a consulting firm are not who you are. And that's what we work on with clients. So the fact that you're an Indian and you're an engineer and you got your master's in the US, and those things are all the same about a certain demographic, but they're not who those people are. They're just what they do.
You know what's interesting is at the time, I probably felt like that's who I was, actually.
So that's where we come in. That's where we help.
They'll find
We
the real
teach you about yourself.
That's actually, I'm a Jewish kid from the Northeast. I've had many years of therapy to try and help me with that process.
We are part psychologists. We are part therapists.
I had no idea how important community service was to me until I started applying for the MBA.
Right.
So what's the most common thing you'll sort of on someone's application that you sort of see that you'll sort of change around or encourage someone to reconsider?
So going back to this idea of who you are versus what you do, it's those essays that kind of chronicle a resume and are just sort of like, I took this job and then I did this and then I did this project and then I took another job. I'm constantly kind of, saying no, and well, why did you take the job, and why was it important to you, and digging deeper.
Nice.
Right.
Well, Stacey, what's the best way for folks to get in touch with you?
Go to my website, stacyblackman.com. Makes it very easy to get in touch with us, and there's also a ton of great information there.
Excellent. Well, thanks for sticking around. As always, I'm Miro Kaz.
I'm the real Tom Rose.
Thanks to our guest,
Stacy Blackman.
And you've been watching the MBA show.
Bonus content!
Woo!
Thanks a lot, Stacy. That was
Okay.
a great interview.
Cool.
was
That was
great.
fun.